As Australia grapples with an electricity and gas crisis, another threat is being ignored to our lifeline of petrol, diesel and aviation fuel.
The challenge we face right now is the majority of our refined fuels come from North Asia, largely South Korea and Japan.
90% of the nation's liquid fuel is imported, much of it through the disputed South China Sea lanes, with only 49 days of supply stockpiled here.
And that includes both stock holdings of liquid fuel on the ground and also what's coming in on ships.
That puts Australia in breach of a global commitment. The International Energy Agency has told Nine News that Australia is currently the only member country not compliant with the obligation to hold an equivalent of 90 days of net imports.
How big a threat do you think this is?
I think it's a significant threat.
Especially when North Korea and the United States are posturing about war. Any conflict to our north would swiftly choke the fuel supply to motorists, cripple interstate trade and ground Australia's Air Force.
The aviation fuel required for our Navy ships and the LHDs comes from one location, South Korea.
So in the regional crisis that's war-gamed by military planners, Australia's multi-billion-dollar military machine would be useless.
Our Defence Forces would not be able to maintain operations for much longer than 3 weeks.
The Energy Minister says the oil supply chain is diverse, flexible and robust, and the government will meet its commitment to a 90-day stockpile in 2026. But fuel refining in Australia is in decline.
We currently have around a 90% reliance on imported fuels, and we're hurtling towards that number being 100%.
Which makes us vulnerable to any threat.